Thank you, everybody. My name is Deepa Pathak, and I'm going to be the host for this evening. It is indeed a pleasure and honor to be here in front of all of you, especially celebrating the most prestigious day for all American Indians here in USA, the 67th Republic Day of India. On this occasion, I would like to extend my warm greetings on behalf of the Mellon Organization to all of you. The Republic Day commands the respect of every Indian individual. On this day, it was in a remarkable display of idealism and courage, we, the people of India, gave to ourselves a sovereign democratic republic to secure ourselves as individuals and also secure the justice and liberty and equality of Indian Americans, not only here and abroad as well as in India. So I would like to thank all our leaders and freedom fighters who have made this happen for us to be where we are today. "66 years ago, we undertook to promote among all the citizen fraternity the dignity of the individual and most importantly, the unity of our nation. We also, these ideals have become the foundation of the modern India that we have today. It is a big contributor to the success of our country and our Indian citizens, not only in India, but everywhere across the world. Today, here I am, a very proud American Indian, celebrating the 67th Republic Day of India in the most prestigious building in Hartford, USA. I welcome you all once again. Thank you very much. Following the tradition, we would like to start with respecting the two countries with the singing the national anthem of both the countries. I would request Sapna Raghavan, Mansi and Veda to please do the honors. Also, I would request all the guests to please pay the respect.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
May I please request Gaurish Walia and Ishan Walia to do the honors and sing the Indian national anthem.
Jana Gana Mana Adinayak Jaya Hai Bharat Bhagya Vidata Punjab उच्चल जलति तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय है भारत भाग्य विधाता जय है जय है जय है जय 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 है।
Thank you all. I would like to now request the president of Milan Organization, Mr. Bala Thiru, to please come on the stage and address the guest. Balaji is not only the president and a very lovely friend. Welcome.
Thank you. How are you all doing? All right. Good evening, everyone. I think it's a proud moment for me and for the Milan organization to host this it's a very nice event because it's two largest democracies here mingling. It's a very unique experience for me to host and celebrate the 67th Republic, the day celebrations of India. On this eve, I convey my special greetings to our dignitaries, Mayor of the Hartford, Luke Bronin, and Representative Jason Rojas, and Tony Guerrero, and Councilman Saud Anwar. And today's special guest, we have Ishan Patel. He's our guest of honor, and it's a very inspiration. Probably you'll get to know when he comes to when we do the awards ceremony. There's a background of a very inspiring thing what he has done, and also I want to extend my special greetings to our community leaders. And there's so many of them here. Actually, Milan is an organization. It represents India, and as some of you know, in India there are a lot of different flavors of communities within India. And our corporate sponsors, Cognizant, Tech Mahindra, Infosys, TCS, and Accenture, and Milan Parivar, and a big welcome. It's I know in the morning when we had the weather situation, someone was telling me that is the program is on. I said it is on because in the heart I know that this is the event must go on, and it will happen. On this, I think sometimes and I like to thank you for, despite the inclement weather and the different the weather snow situation, you're all here. I appreciate that. And also I think I take this opportunity as a Republic Day event, how India is in the 67 years, that what she has progressed over past decades has been very, very phenomenal. Emerged as a dynamic and influenced country in the global front. And today, India is world's largest democracy and the fourth largest economy and the global leader in science and technology, hand in hand with the United States of America. India's growing stature in information age enabled to a very, much better brand quality than the snake charmers in the past. So, one of the things I think I said, celebrating Indian Republic Day in the US is very, very fitting, as both the countries share a fundamental commitment towards democracy. And I don't know how many of you know, back in 2005, there is an initiative called US-India Global Democracy Initiative, which started in 2005, as both believe they have an obligation to the global community to strengthen values, ideals, practices of freedom, pluralism, and rule of law. With their democratic traditions and institutions, they have agreed to assist other societies in transition seeking to become more open democratic. They recognize democracy as a universal aspiration that transcends social, cultural, and religious boundaries. So, what this means today is we have an exciting and packed agenda. Obviously this with the keynote addresses by the dignitaries and very rich cultural performances and intellectually stimulating panel discussions on digital India. And there's an award ceremony honoring our our guest, Ishan Patel. He's an inspiration. And above all, a delicious dinner. So prepare yourself for an enjoyable evening. And before I hand over the mic to Deepa, I want to say at most sincere and gratitude. I want to thank, once more on behalf of the Milan organization. Welcome. It's a pleasure to see so many of you. I know a lot of you. And at this point, I'd like to invite the Milan Parivar to be here so that you know who is behind the success of running these kind of community programs, which kind of brings both the Indian and the US together. So can I invite all the Milan Parivar to come here so that everyone knows who's behind? It's not just me. It's not me. It's actually them. Can I invite?
So may I please invite and Anil Pathak, Harry Sharma, Manoj, Sapna, and Renuji, and Deborah, please. And most importantly, Snehanki ji, please. As well. So this is the Milan team.
So I know this is usually be done with a lot of thanks. But as a Milan organization, we always think different, and we wanted to, bring the team behind the success of every program we run through the community. And thank you, and just wanted to, introduce the team behind the success. Thank you, and welcome. So this time, at this point, I'd like to invite Mayor of Hartford, Luke Bronin, to come and say a few words.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here with you. I have celebrated Republic Day before, but there will be no Republic Day, I think, before or after that will be as special to me, because this is my first Republic Day as the mayor of Hartford. And it happens to be the 67th Republic Day. And a month ago I was sworn in as the 67th mayor of the city of Hartford. So it really is very special, and I'm grateful to the Milan organization for the invitation. I'm grateful to all of you for coming out on this cold and snowy day, despite the parking ban that we put into effect. And I hope no one suffers as a result. There is so much that unites our countries, the United States and India. We're united by our diversity, by the richness of our culture, but most of all by the fact that we are both democratic nations who have people in our history who sacrificed a great deal to give our countries the ability to control their destiny through democratic process. And there is no better place, no more fitting place than in our capital city, in our legislative office building, to celebrate the day that the great Constitution of India went into effect. The country of India is close to my heart. I spent about 6 months living in Chennai, traveling all over, but living in Chennai. I don't speak Tamil, I tried. But I lived I told some of you, I lived just behind the Ega Theater in Kilpark. It is wonderful to see the strong and growing presence of an Indian community in Greater Hartford. And I hope to have the opportunity to partner with you and to partner with the Indian community for many years to come. I hope that the Indian community continues to deepen its involvement in the civic life of this great capital city. I hope more and more the Indian community decides to make Hartford your home, and whether or not Hartford proper is your home, I hope you continue to make it the center of your life and of cultural life of your community. We embrace our diversity here just as India embraces its diversity, just as the United States embraces its diversity. And I hope to be able to come again to celebrate with you again, but I really am honored to have the opportunity with many friends, old friends, and to have met some new tonight. Enjoy the night, happy Republic Day, and thank you very much for the honor. Forgive me, I also just want to recognize, I'm very much looking forward to working in partnership with Mayor Saud Anwar, and also State Representative Russ Morin from Weathersfield is here as well, and I just wanted to make sure that he was recognized too. So thank you all very much. God bless and have a wonderful night.
Thank you. So I'd like to invite Mr. Russell Morris, representative, to come and say a few words.
Good evening. It's really nice to see all of you again. I've been coming to this event, I can't tell you how many years. A good friend in Weathersfield, Om Wadwa, who our former librarian, made sure I get a hand-delivered invitation every year, and I'm very grateful. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not Indian. But you wouldn't know it by the warm reception that I get every time I come, the gracious folks that treat me, like I'm one of yours. And that's, I think, what makes this country great. We hear a lot of negative things about how people don't accept other people. But we're all together. We're all human beings. We're all part of this wonderful human race that inhabit this earth, and it's terrific for me to come and learn a little more each year about your culture, but it's also heartening for me to understand the good work that all of you do in the community. It's a terrific organization, the Milan organization, and every year I'm excited when I get invited. And as long as you keep inviting me, I'm going to be very happy to come and spend some time with you and get to know a little bit more. So you're a brave group. You came out on a pretty slippery night, and it's commendable. And thank you again so much for your graciousness and your invitation.
Thank you, Mr. I'd like to invite my good friend, former mayor of South Windsor and a councilman of South Windsor, South Andover.
Namaste, everyone. So actually, I'm a part of your parivar. And then when we talk about Milan Parivar, it's been my parivar. And every year when I come here, this is actually a special day for me because I look forward to seeing a lot of my friends. And I'm so proud of how well organized. Every year things get better, the colors get more and more beautiful. And it's a very special day. So aap sabko mubarak ho, Republic Day of India. Bahut bahut mubarak. So again, Sharmaji, Balaji, Deepa, and all the Milan Parivar people, your friendship is very dear and very special. And I want to share with you the strength of the community because it's so amazing that this community, our community is growing, but its capacity to do good and make a difference in whatever field we have taken is just the amazing part about it. If you look at some of the finest, and I'm a physician, so I can speak more on the physician end, but then as a physician, we're using a lot of IT work and an electronic computer age. So some of the finest clinicians that I have met in my life are my fellow physicians who are trained in India and then subsequent training in the United States. It's a pride. My family members who actually, if they need a surgical intervention or anything, I actually reach out to my Indian physician friends to actually be the ones to do this, surgical interventions or anything. In the same way, if there's an IT issue or anything that needs to be done, I actually reach out to my Indian American friends to be able to help out and then do this. So it's a source of pride of the capacity of the community to do good work and make America better every single day. And that's what makes us a special community collectively, and this Republic Day we should re-energize ourselves to claim our responsibility to make our community better, and also make sure that everybody recognizes that. Because it's tough times when people actually see changing demographic changes in our society. Some people get uncomfortable, and actually that's the time we actually have to reassure them that we are all in it together. Because when the communities are involved in business, the number of jobs that are created, the economy that is created is far more than other communities can do at times. And that's why we start to look at things outside the box and then make the society stronger and better. So again, congratulations, and it's an honor to be here. Thank you, Balaji.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, Anvarji, and thank you, Balaji, for doing the introductions. As like any Indian event, we always have a goal to promote the cultural awareness amongst our communities, especially showcasing the talent of our young generations here in USA. So here we begin our cultural, program section. In India, anything that we do, we always start with Ganesh Vandana. And our first, performance is, a kind of a prayer to our Lord Ganesha. It's called Pushpanjali. It's being performed by a group from Urvi Pathak's Dance Academy. And I will request the kids to please come on the stage. I would like to announce the name of the participants. It's Mansi Sharma, Aniksha Sharma, Komal Shah, Radhika Desai, Nandita Meherwal, Trisha Iyer, and Kesar Patel. Again, this is Pushpanjali, which means offering flower offerings to our God. A big round of applause for all the performers, please. So this was a form of a dance from south of India called Bharatanatyam. It was a way of, thanking God for all the pleasures and that we have in our life, and help, asking for blessings for future. As you all know that India is very rich in culture. Every state has its own music, language and food, and each very special in its own way. So here we present another form of dance from India, an Odissi dance, which is from the eastern part of India, and the performers are running towards the stage. I would like to take an opportunity to thank all the performers. We were quite nervous this morning that because of the weather, maybe they would be not able to join us today. So really thanking the kids to still show the spirit in spite of the weather conditions. And so the choreographer is Suchi and participants are Amisha and Amisha.
Okay,